All right, we're going to try and do this just with the raw laptop video and raw laptop audio right over here on the piano. I have the cheat sheet from page 19 of the packet that I sent to Chad, and I'll be using that. Here we go. So we're going to do Something by the Beatles with some Gary annotations as we go, and we will see how that goes. So the way it starts out, I think you guys said you could remember that, is we just start, let's see, I may need to get closer. One moment while I move the hand chair. All right. So where we start, down here on the bottom string with the 3rd fret, really kind of, this first part is super simple. We just do 4 strums each time. That's where we're at. We could make it more complicated if we wanted, but we're not going to. So here we go. You ready? 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and then we go over here to the F. Let me double check my cheat sheet. Do you remember what the F is? The F is 1st fret on this 2nd from the bottom string. You can see that. And then this 2nd fret on the topmost string. That's your F. So let's do that again. That's the first 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we go to the D7, which is the split right here. See that? It's got that kind of funky sound. D7. And that split is 2nd fret. It is the topmost string right there, and then the 2nd from the bottom. Okay, and then after the D7, we go to the G, which is the arrow, the usual arrow on the lower strings there. If you want to see that a little closer, we do the 2nd from the top, and we do the bottom on the 2nd fret, and then we reach over with the ring finger and pop that onto the 2nd from the bottom string on the 3rd fret, and that makes our little V. So after our V, that's where we get dramatic, and we do a little chain of A's. There's a A minor followed by an A minor major 7 followed by an A minor 7. Don't try to remember all that. It's just the 1 finger up here on the top string, 2nd fret, right there, getting dramatic with it. You can do it 4 times though. Or actually, I think that my cheat sheet says do it twice, which is even more dramatic. So if you go, then back to the D7. I'm going to tell you a secret here. It's not really too much of a secret. The cheat sheet, the sheet on page 19 of the packet, says to do a D here. I find the D doesn't sound as good. The D is when you mash all 3 fingers together on the 2nd fret on the top strings. This is the D. And this is the D7. I like the lower, the D7. So for the dramatic part, we go right to there. Okay, let's repeat that from the beginning. First with our C's. F. And then to the D7. And then over to the G. That's the V. The G is the V. And then we do the dramatic part. And I always just do one long dramatic D7 at the end of the dramatic part. And then we can do the riff, which the sheet calls it the link, but we do the riff instead of just the chords. So the riff is, remember down here, you do the bottom string open with nothing on it, and then 7th fret you bend it, and then back to the open bottom string, and then everybody's favorite, the MF-E flat. That's this the 2 middle strings on the 3rd fret, and then pulling this index finger up here to the bottom string on the 1st fret. Remember that? That thing is a pain. The MF-E flat. And then back to the G. And then you go to the next verse, which starts the C's all over again. Okay, so let's go through the riff again. The riff is then the MF-E flat, and then the G, and then you're back to the next verse. All right, so we've now done that. The next verse is essentially the same thing over again, down to the link again, or the, as we like to call it, the riff. And if you want, you can actually end the riff with 4 A's. Now the A we haven't done before. That's just the 2nd from the top string on the 1st fret and the top string on the 2nd fret. You'll see on the sheet that's after verse 2. It says to end the link with the A. So you can do that. It's your call. Whatever's easier to remember and whatever's easier to do. You're still going to have fun. So then the arrow, and then into the next verse. Okay, so then there is the bridge, which is what for me has always been the really tough part. If you're looking at the sheet, which hopefully you are, because that's going to make life easier, the bridge starts with that A that we just learned, which is the 2nd string from the top, 1st fret. You see where I'm at there? Let's see, right there. And then the top string, 2nd fret. Got it? That's the A. And then we have to do the C minor, which you can do by just barring the 4th fret like that. That's called barring. Just press with all your might down on all 4 strings. Now, on your sheet, it says that the C sharp minor is those 4 strings, and then on the 6th fret, the top string. That is super hard to do. You can do it. See that? Like I can't even do it very quick, because now all of a sudden you got to spread out your pressure. So it's fine. Just bar the 4th fret. Who cares? We're having fun. All right. So there you go. So we get to the tough part. You go A, and then these are just, there's the C sharp minor. Then you got to do the reverse V. Do you remember what the reverse V is? It's up here. It's the top 3 strings, and you're doing 2nd from the top with your index finger. And then on the 2nd fret, you're doing the top string and the 2nd from the bottom string. Let's see if I can get that. So you see what I'm doing there? I'm doing that one, and then this one over here, and this one right there. See that? Both of those are 2nd fret. Both those bottom ones, 2nd fret. Oh, it's a little hard. It's really hard because you got to move from that C sharp, that C sharp minor, that barring the 4th. Got to move all the way up there to the reverse arrow. And once you get there, you do that. Then you just lift up your middle finger to do the A again. which is second string from the top, first fret, and second fret, top string. There you go. All right. And then it goes to the D, which you can do either a D or, you know what I like? I like the D7. It's easier, sounds better. And then a G, which is the regular V down there at the bottom 3 strings, 2 fingers on the second fret spread apart, split like that, and add the arrow on the 3rd fret, and now you got a little arrow. And then back to A, like that. Now you've done the hard part. So let's do the hard part one more time, and I'm not going to do it very well because it's the hard part. But here we go. We do the A. Then we jump down here and we bar that C, sharp minor-ish. Oops, see? No, not working for me. There it is. And then we do the reverse arrow real quick. Jump up here. Boom! Reverse arrow. Followed by the A, which is just lifting up your ring finger. And then the D, or in our case, the D7. And then the G, which is the regular arrow down here. And then back to the A. All right. Now that you've done that, you can do, I've never done this section on here that says solo. I just go from there back to the verse. D7 to G, and then the dramatic part again. And then you can finish off with the lick. I like finishing off with the A's. Just do a few A's. Or you can do a few C's. If you want it to sound a little sad at the end, you can do the A's. If you want to make it a little happier at the end, you can do the C. The C is the very first one that you do with the 1 finger on the 3rd fret. Let's go over that real quick because that's the C. And then the C major 7, you just do the 2nd fret, bottom string. And then that C7 is just the top fret, bottom string. All right, so I think you pretty much got that. We'll talk about let's go through the riff one more time since that's how we finished off. We do the open bottom string, and then we bend the second string on the 7th fret, and then the open bottom string again, and then that MFE flat, followed by the G, and then you can go do C's if you want for happiness. All right. So those are the parts. You're probably gonna have to rewind, but make sure that you have your sheet with you because that will at least help get you close. And you know everything that you need to know if you want to try and tackle that solo part, which is not too unlike. I'm looking at what they call the solo part, and it is essentially the same as the verse. So you should be fine. There just might be a slight difference in the number of times you strum. Each one of those little slash marks is a time that you strum. So you can look at that if you want, but you certainly don't have to. All right. We're at about 15 minutes on this. I hope that was helpful and that you can refer back to it now. And next time we get together on video, maybe we can try and play it all together. So talk to you guys later. Love you all. Bye.